I started gambling in 1992. First time I can remember I placed a bet. Me and my friends were walking through the Galleria Mall in London, Ontario. It was a Saturday afternoon, and we decided to buy some Proline tickets. Purchased my ticket, went home, and ended up watching the games. Made it really exciting, and then I guess I was hooked on gambling since the first time. My first bet was a $2 bet, and I got a wicked rush out of it. And you know what? I was a student. I was an OSEP at the time. I never imagined that I would grow up to be a bank robber and be a gambling addict. No. Every bank I robbed was going to be the last bank I robbed. My name is Kevin Pinto, and I'm 39 years old. I'm currently serving a 3-year, 9-month sentence at Collins Bay for bank robbery times 10. Well, basically, I would walk into a bank with a hold-up note stating that it was a hold-up and that I wanted large bills, 20s, 100s, and 50s. I would present the note to the teller. They would read it, and I'd ask for the note back, and as soon as they give me the money, I'd just walk out and be on my way. I think the first bank I kind of walked around the bank for 4 hours before I actually got the courage to walk in there and rob it. The last bank, I mean, I got to the point where I'm thinking in my head, just give them the note, because you can't turn back after you give them the note. It's done. You either get caught or you get the money.
This is the man police are calling the most prolific bank robber in Canada right now.
The cops like sticking nicknames on people, and they nicknamed me the Exchange Bandit. It was Thursday, October 2nd, and I just gotten back from lunch, and there was an instant message on my computer from our sales assistant, and it basically said, Pinto, I know the economy sucks, but robbing banks, and she attached the article from the Star website, and I clicked on that, and I just could not breathe. I knew then it was over. I got a few phone calls from people in the industry asking me if that was me. Obviously, I denied it. I mean, it's not in my nature to rob banks. From what people perceived of me, so for the most part, people just thought I had an evil twin out there.
Of a wanted bank robber.
I spoke to a lawyer that evening, and we agreed to turn myself in the following day.
His Bay Street client robbed 10 banks.
That night, I could not sleep. I was sick to my stomach. I actually contemplated suicide. I remember lying down in my bed. It was with my iPhone and with my BlackBerry on my chest. And it went off at 2:30 in the morning, and it was my brother, and he said, Kev, everything's going to be okay. And that's actually when I stopped thinking about suicide. I didn't know how to explain it, because I mean, I was living a double life. On this one hand, I'm this successful investment banker, living in a nice condo downtown. My annual salary was roughly $250,000. On the other hand, I'm this degenerate gambling addict. My two worlds collided, and I didn't know how to handle that. In a sense, I'm glad I'm in prison, because if I wasn't put in prison, I would still be out there, probably gambling and probably committing crimes to fuel my addiction. I mean, even when I came to jail, I mean, I was having withdrawal symptoms. I was agitated. I was angry. I couldn't sleep. It was so crazy. I mean, when I was arrested, the first phone call I made from the police station was to my bookie. I placed a bet. When you have an addiction, I mean, you're just looking for the next high, just like a drug addict. Yeah, people look at me and say, you had a great life and you had everything. Like, why would you rob a bank? I was addicted, and that's the bottom line. Like, I needed the rush of gambling, and I would do anything to get that rush. I'm a perfect example of what can happen, and probably will happen with a lot of other individuals out there if online gambling is legalized. I'm using this experience to hopefully get stronger and get the message out there that, look what can happen to you if you get addicted to gambling.